Brilliant lady joined the Virgin Voyages fleet in 2025, and I was lucky enough to be one of the first people to step on board at her media event in the UK, just prior to her launch. In this video today, I'm taking you on a full detailed room tour of this cabin here. This is a Sea Terrace cabin up on deck number 14. You can see that when you come into the cabin, it's currently set up in a twin bed formation. That's because for the media event that I was on board for, I was sharing this cabin with my mum. I'll show you in a sec what this room would look like if you booked it as a double format. If you do enjoy this video today, and if you find it useful, it would be great if you would think about supporting my channel by clicking both the thumbs up and the subscribe buttons, and let me know down in the comments what you think. Would you cruise in this type of cabin, or would you rather go for a different grade elsewhere? Here's what the room would look like if you booked it as a regular double bed. You can see that the two single beds have simply been rotated round and pushed together. I wasn't too sure how I would feel about this room being set up as a twin. I have cruised with Virgin before, but I've always had the large double bed. Truth be told, I really enjoyed a twin room being set up with L-shaped beds, and it strangely felt a little bit more private than what a regular twin would. I think it's due to the fact that I woke up facing one way and my mum woke up facing the other. So yeah, it did get a big thumbs up from both of us. Now let's look at the detail in this cabin. Directly opposite the bed, you've got your large flat screen television. On there you'll find an array of built-in TV shows, movies, music channels. There's a lot going on that TV. As we now head back towards the other side of the room, over on the left-hand side, you've got a floor-to-ceiling mirror, which is perfect for checking your outfit's okay before you head out and about around the ship, in the morning, afternoon, or night. You've then got a chair directly in front of that mirror. That's a pretty wide chair, and you can also take that over if you'd like to do some work over at the desk, which I'll move on to show you now. Above that desk, you've got some artwork on the left-hand side, and you've got a large backlit round mirror directly in front of you on the wall there. You can control the lights around this mirror and also all of the other lights in the cabin using the small tablet computer that you can see over on the left-hand side. I'll come back and talk a little bit more about that shortly. On the desk itself, you can see here that you've got a heat-proof mat, which is perfect for things like hair straighteners or curling tongs. And then moving along to this side here, you've got a small table lamp, again, controllable via the tablet, and you've got your in-cabin phone, perfect for calling around the ship or calling ashore, although the latter is pretty expensive to do so. Up here is where you'll find your tablet computer. That is how you can control things like all of the lights around the room, the air conditioning, the television, even the curtains can be opened or closed using this little device here. You've also got a number of different plug points over by the desk. You'll find European, US and also USB power outlets in this cabin. Here, you'll find a couple of glasses and also a decanter of water. If you would like that to be refilled during your cruise, you can request that using the tablet on the desk, or your cabin attendant should do that daily. Down here is a small refrigerator, perfect for chilling anything that you bring back to the room. Perhaps you like to have a few cans of your favourite drink, or maybe an extra water bottle in there to keep it nice and cold. Now, that is the room itself. Before I head over and show you the storage, let me show you these little lights. You can control these lights using the on-off switch on the bottom. The reason why they run long along that headboard is pretty clear when the room is set up as a twin, but it may seem a little strange if you come in here and it's a double, so bear that in mind. Over here, you've got two fixed hooks, which I'm always a big fan of because I like to just get rid of things like my jackets or lanyards or anything as soon as I come into the room. And over here, you'll find your main storage section. This is the wardrobe, where you'll find a shelf at the top, lots of hanging space directly beneath, and then down at the bottom, you've got a small suitcase holder. This curtain got a huge thumbs up from me. I previously have criticised the fact that the curtains in these open wardrobes on board Virgin ships feels really light, so it's amazing to see that improve here. In this wardrobe, you've got your life jackets on the top. You then go down and see your safe, which was included in your cruise fare, your hairdryer, and also some drawers. Directly behind you, if you're looking in that wardrobe, you'll find this bathroom. The bathroom here is, in my opinion, a little on the small side, but this is identical to every other non-suite cabin that you'll find on board Brilliant Lady. On that note, if you'd like to see more cabins, including all of the Rockstar suites on board Brilliant Lady, then stay tuned here on my YouTube channel. Make sure, if you're not already, you're subscribed. You should see the button just on your screen now, or directly underneath the video. Yes, that's me. I always feel the need to awkwardly acknowledge myself in the mirror when I come into cabin bathrooms. You've got this huge mirror that's lit on both sides with strip lighting. Storage, you've got an open bit of storage both built into the unit itself and also down below. Generally speaking, the bathroom in here, although it's small, it is perfectly functional, so it's got everything that you're going to need. On the back of the door, you've got two hooks, so you can hang up your towels, or if you've got robes, you can hang them up there when they're not being used. As you know, this is a Sea Terrace cabin, and I haven't yet shown you what you're paying the money for with this room, and that is your private balcony, or your Sea Terrace. First of all, before we head out, you've got two types of curtain here. First, you've got this net curtain, and then you've got blackout curtains, which are behind that. You can control them using the tablet computer. Up here, you've got a safety lock, so if you would like to double lock your cabin when you go out, you can do that using that little toggle on the right. Let's now open the door, and let's head outside and have a look. Out here, you've got a decent sized balcony. In terms of furniture, you've got two chairs, both metal, and a small table in the middle. And over here, you'll find, yes, your now very famous Virgin Red hammock. There is nothing more relaxing to me than sitting out here during a day at sea and just listening to the water hitting off the side of the ship. It really is lovely. So, that's it. That is a Sea Terrace cabin on board Brilliant Lady. At the point of recording this video, she is the newest cruise ship to join the Virgin Voyages fleet. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, why not come and join me over in another? Let me show you more from Virgin Voyages in my Virgin Voyages playlist. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you over there.